Okay, so I just want to take a minute to introduce our new member, Nashba. He is going to be our guy aspect on the show. I think it's very important to have both sides. So it's going to be very adventurous to see which way we'll go with this whole topics and street forum and see how we can really play into taking away that division that we see so clearly and don't know how to get rid of it. I just want to touch a little bit about our backdrop. I wanted to show you that we worked on that. We did that ourselves. I'm just going to let you guys know this from right now. Our light went out, so we switched sides so that you can see me clearly, you can see her clearly, and we got our boy Nashba in the middle. Guys aren't going to complain where they're sat at. Sometimes, I guess. Who knows? But, I kind of lost, okay, where we were at before, okay, I was trying to make you guys pay attention. We're trying to create a backdrop here. It's a work in progress. So let us know how you feel. If you think of any pointers, I don't mind your opinion. Will I take it? That I can't promise, but I will listen to it. I will listen to it because opinions are needed. Maybe you might say something that's important. It's vital to share your opinion. It is not vital for me to accept it. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right? I like that. So, okay, so now we're going to take a moment to let our boy Nashba explain a little bit about himself.
What's going on, y'all? My name Nash. Basically, I'm an activist, I guess for lack of a better word. Very open-minded. Got a lot of stuff in the works. I don't know, I'm just positive person, and I'm for the people. If it makes sense, I'm for it. If it don't make sense, I ain't with it. That's just it.
That's a good way to be. That's a good way to be. That's a good way to be. I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. It's not about choosing sides. It's purely about, are you right in what you're doing?
It's a proof. Let me see results for the things that you put into action.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like show me what you're talking about, you know? Show me why you want to do this. I definitely come across a lot of people that push back for me because I'm asking them why. And they think that I'm trying to reject it. And I'm like, I'm not trying to reject it. I'm trying to understand it because I didn't come to the conclusion like you did. Even when we were making these letters and we were trying to figure out how we wanted to do the shape of the M. And my boy was like, we could do it here or there. And I'm like, I see here. I don't see there. I swear we spent 10 minutes. I still didn't see there. But we went past that and we figured out what we were both trying to see. And we got that M. It's right there. It's there. And it has an angle and everything.
A sharp one at that.
This week we want to start off with some current topics. There was a lot of interesting things happening this week. And being as though that we started with sexuality, I think it's important to talk about a couple of topics. And starting off with, what happened with Cosby, right? And Russell Simmons and the Congress member. But, you just got to learn how to work through things, and also another thing that I wanted to make sure I touch base on is that I wanted to let you guys know that we are not scripted.
Yes.
We go solely off of our head.
Straight improv.
Yeah. Basically because this is what we do every day. Consistently throughout the day. If I'm not talking to him, I'm probably talking to her. And if I'm not talking to her, I'm probably talking to him. Or someone else within our group because we feel so much better because we enlighten each other and we bounce off of each other. But like, listen to this video, let me know what you think, and we'll BS and talk about it until we see where the video is coming from, or if it was even relevant, right? Like, is this really what we want to talk about? I think that was one thing that me and Nikki really enjoyed this week was bouncing back to articles and
Oh yeah, the interesting topics that we could discuss
Yes.
today. Oh, it's gonna be a good one today. I am so excited for the information that we got today. I can't wait to share it.
Right.
You see the smile. This is real right here.
Yeah.
So you can only imagine
Yeah.
what you're about to
Yeah.
endure.
because topics are not always fun to talk about. A lot of things that
Nor easy.
Yeah, they're not easy. They're not fun sometimes. But in order for us to be able to take the dirtiest of an article and figure out how to improve it and never see that again, I think that's what we really dwell on. And the reason why we look at these articles and we pick them apart and we look for the videos and we try to see where things are really going. Right? Because I think it's important for us to have our speech. It's important for us to go out there and thinking about the ladies, Diamond and what was it, Silk? Was it Diamond and Silk? Their name was?
The two from the Capitol
the two,
Hill
internet personalities that are they're I think supposedly they're Trump supporters or whatnot. I'm not going to say I'm for or against, but I'm definitely for free speech, and the fact that their voices have been stifled for the past 6 months, it's definitely disheartening. So definitely take that into account. If you're going to share our videos, please think about sharing them through messages. Think about sharing them personally. Don't just put them on the wall of your Facebook or your Instagram. A lot of times it is pure speech. Talk about it. Tell people about us. In the streets, if you see someone, have you watched the street forum?
It's all about communication.
Yes.
I can't stress that enough.
Yes, definitely. So, taking that onto a lighter, onto another note, our current topics for the week. I think it's been a very, very up and down.
Very interesting.
Up and down. So, Nikki, what did you say was one of the worst articles that we went over?
One of the worst? Oh, definitely the article about the actress that played on Smallville. That was very alarming.
Oh, Alice Mack.
Yeah, because a lot of people watch that show.
Smallville.
And I can only imagine how many people probably looked up to this woman. Mm-hmm. And probably seen her as something that they probably wanted to be like when they got older. Mm-hmm. So now that this has unraveled about the things that she's been doing, Allison Mack, with the whole trafficking situation, I'm concerned about the people that were inspired by her.
Yeah. To make it clear, Allison Mack is being allegedly accused of being a part of a cult with this man. His name was Kevin Raniere, yes. Kevin Raniere. I believe he was a director, and I believe he was the master.
Yeah.
The mastermind?
Uh-huh. Oh, no. They're talking about S&M master.
Oh.
Master.
Yeah, they was bugging.
Yes. And she was making females have sexual
That's not good.
Yeah. And they were branding.
Yeah, I was just about to say that part.
Branding.
Don't forget about that part, the fact that they was literally tattooing these women
Marking
so that they could
territory.
never go and tell anybody about it.
In their private
And they're not
sections.
even, of course, telling the ages of these victims or anything to that extent.
Wow.
So I can only imagine who was affected by this situation, where they're from, are they even from this country?
How does that make you feel, Nashba? That you see men doing that?
It aggravates me. Yeah, because it's like, we need to do something about this. It's, I got daughters, and
How can you put them in any kind of entertainment business and not feel like you need to be a bully?
With the mindset of these guys, it's just crazy, So it's, I don't, man.
You can't even imagine to put yourself in that predicament.
Because, man, I don't even.
And then
I already know how I would be for my kids, so I don't know. Man.
Exactly. And I think one of the things that we definitely need to take note of and be aware of is how is it that stories like this are not on the news, in our face, like the Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Right. Bill Cosby got 3 counts, right?
3 counts. He's facing up to 30.
30 years.
Yeah.
Is he even gonna last that long?
10 years per charge.
I
Man.
think, yeah, definitely. They said the maximum is 10 years.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how to really even observe that situation because in a lot of ways it's almost like a rest in peace situation.
Wow.
You know, because of
This
the
is where we're gonna end your days.
extensive.
Thank you for this tremendous career. And because you didn't do it well enough.
Now, that's my question. What do you think is going to happen to his legacy with this?
That was the Mr. Rogers of the minorities.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You know.
That was like
the Huxtables. Like, you know, and then he had Fat Albert.
Yeah. We definitely need more Cosbys in this world. Not that kind of a Cosby, but we need we need more minorities that are aggressive, that want to get out there. I know you guys are funny.
Show the youth the way.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, the right way.
Because the youth are the next thing coming.
Yeah,
you know?
And they're being misguided right now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Especially with all the entertainment. You know, it's so difficult to keep the children away from the things that they can have access to any time of the day. If you take anything away from them here, they can go somewhere else to get the same, you know, exposure.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the things that are going to play into account is what we allow our kids to see on TV. And as disheartening as the Bill Cosby scandal is, I think that we definitely need to take into account is why they're putting that on Front Street and why they are not making the 5 Congress members even more on Front Street.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I definitely feel like they should be in the face just like everybody else because they're all equally wrong.
Absolutely. You know, fair share.
Because, you know, all the Congress, they're all men. They're all men.
It's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have one girl arrested for sex trafficking. Another man has been found guilty on 3 accounts out of the 60 allegations.
It's crazy.
That's a lot.
Right?
That's crazy.
And we have 5 congressional members that have stepped down from their position due to allegations. And we have a bill in the House that is waiting to be passed for the past 2 months. Cannot get passed because of senators like McConnell, right? We're going to say his name, we got to say it right, McConnell. Supposedly, Senator McConnell is stopping this bill from being passed on how they deal with workplace sexual harassment on Capitol Hill. One of the things that they want to take out of there is how if you want to file a complaint, you have to wait 30 days to file this complaint. And within that 30 days, you need to take therapy and meditation to make sure that your complaint is warranted.
Now, of course, I don't agree with that at all because that means that I have to go to work for 30 days.
With that
probably
person.
Still work very closely with the person I've just been assaulted by.
Oh my gosh.
And have to internally deal with something that I'm no longer comfortable with because I have to provide for my family or for whatever cause that you're working for. Mm-hmm. So I honestly do not agree with that. I feel that when a situation like that does occur, it should be filed immediately. The person doing the filing should not be scrutinized for filing a claim against the person that they feel is harassing them, or just either video cam the whole, you know, I guess you want to say, you know,
do we need a dash cam working in the Congress?
I mean, and it's unfortunate that, you know, adults don't know how to be civilized in the workplace. It's really unfortunate, you know? So to not even know who you're working next to is so uncomfortable. So when you're dealing with someone who you already been abused by, you know, because sexual assault is abuse.
Absolutely.
Now you're being forced to go through a 30-day mediation. That's just further abuse to me.
Makes the work environment even more uncomfortable.
Definitely. It's like they're almost kind of telling you to quit.
Yeah. You know, because they got the money. You quit or you stay here. And endure this. What are you going to do?
What would you do?
Oh, I'm out.
You would leave?
Yeah.
But what would that do?
What do you mean? What would that do?
What would that do if you left? Would you leave and do nothing?
Wait, hold on. Are you saying which position are you talking about?
So if you're saying if you're the accused, you'd leave?
Because men get sexually assaulted.
Nah,
also.
I wouldn't leave if I was. Okay, now if I felt that I was innocent, I'm not going nowhere.
Okay.
You know, but if I know I'm guilty, I mean, I'm just me. But actually, I can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah.
So if I know I'm guilty, I'm gonna say I'm guilty, and I'm gonna just fess up. You know, but
That's you helping these other men out there try and realize if you're guilty, maybe
man up.
own up to it.
Just man up.
You know,
Just man up.
And if you need help, don't be afraid to get therapy.
Yeah.
You know, if you
Yeah,
realize that you
help.
have an issue, go and get it fixed.
There's
I don't
help
think
out here.
a lot of people feel like they can heal themselves without really getting that professional, you know,
Advice.
advice that they need.
And sometimes, you know, I think that word professional can be very misleading to people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that professional is always tied to dollar signs, and I don't think that needs to be. So as we come to the end of our video for today, I just want to wrap things up and just talk about how it's really sad that someone that we have seen as icon in our childhoods has ended up in the place that he's ended up in. And I think it's very important that if we're going to encourage our youth and our fellow peers to try and be in those kind of situations, I think it's our right to put them in there with a solid foundation. And the only way that we're going to do that is by listening to each other, including each other, and opening up our mind frames and trying to look outside the box, you know?
Yeah, man. Gotta get back to the old days. They say it takes a village.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. We definitely need to be more engaged in our community, because I believe that the more people you know, or the more of the people that know each other, I'm not going to say the more people you know, because that's an individual situation. The more people we know amongst each other makes the awareness a whole lot clearer. I believe that if the community in which this trafficking situation took place, if the community was
involved,
united, they would have caught that way sooner.
Yeah.
There's no telling how long that situation was going on.
Yeah.
And I feel we also need to stop letting the schools teach our children.
Yeah.
You know, we do send them to school for education. We don't send them to school for the school to raise them.
We don't,
You know,
they're
we
not
have to
doing
raise
values.
our own children. We have to, you know, become more informed about what they're really doing, other than being on, you know, the phones, the iPads, the computers, you know, the social media. It's certain that you can't stop them, but talking to them can really, really go a long way. And with them being comfortable enough to be able to speak to you, that's a great big plus, because that means that they'll keep nothing from you. If you've gotten to that place with your child, show them how to do that for maybe another child that doesn't have the same type of, you know, background that you might have. Maybe they'll want you to be a role model to another child that they know is going through something. Maybe you can be that outlet for them to be able to open up the communication to their parents. So just let it be like a domino effect.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Closed mouth don't get fed. You know, we have too many people in our communities that just sit back and just watch and allow things to happen. And this is why we are in the positions that we are in. And us as individuals, if we don't look in the mirror and say, I have to do something, I have to step up, then we will forever be in the position that we're in. You know, we all have to come together and work together as one. You know, it's all about balance.
Yeah. We're either going to work together to pick up the pieces, or we're going to work together to get us together. It's your choice, you know? So we're just going to keep coming back, and we're going to keep on pushing and hoping that more and more of our videos get shared, the message gets out there, and I start seeing more people start being active, proactive.
Share, like,
Comment.
repost, comment.
And subscribe.
Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification button.